themselves. Yeah. Or just forget it altogether, you fuckers. Alright. You're one clap gang. I feel like a marshmallow with a racing stripe. This is how I dressed for tonight's thing. I anticipated that I might bomb a joke or two, so I dressed for the occasion. But I'm really fucking hot. So, oh, don't you want to know?
These two are a handful.
When did this become a Q&A, guys? This is a fucking comedy show,
I like
okay?
it, I like it, guys.
You're old enough to be my grandma, too. Like, take it off! I'm sorry. I'm sure you smell better
That's
than
my
the Great
fiance.
Depression.
Yeah, that is May's fiance, yes.
I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay, that's up for discussion, but I'm not going to get into it. Recently, a female friend of mine told me that before she goes down on a guy, she'll smell his junk first.
Yeah.
Now, do you find that odd? Is that...
Baby Blue loves that joke. Baby Blue eats that joke up. He's like, my wife smells my dick too. It's like, it's crazy. I relate to that.
It's because I can tell Big Blue is like, I just ate a bag of Ruffles chips and jerked off. It smells nasty down there. She's not gonna like it. Anyways, female friend. So the statement struck me as odd, and it wasn't the fact that she does it that threw me off. I got caught up wondering how she goes about smelling this guy's junk, what kind of method she uses, and the method that she has to use has to have a lot to do with what a penis might smell like. For example, she's not sniffing the tip like a rose. She's not like, oh no, she's smelling it lengthwise like a moist cigar. She's like, yes, magnificent. And while she's on the penis, does she smell the balls like an aged brandy? Is she swishing it like, yes, I think the hint of oak in your balls. Very aged, ball suckery, I can tell.
You're just gonna keep taking close up? What the hell are you wearing?
It's a paintball vest.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I have a feeling are you like a snowboarder and you're ripped underneath?
I don't even know what snowboarding is. Fuck, this is way harder than I thought it was gonna be, you guys. So, hey, does anybody watch Oprah? Anybody anymore?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? If you left that on, and then you did this, you look like a predator. The movie, The Predator?
I'm too stoned to be a predator.
That's going to be so hard to take off. We're going to enjoy watching you take this off. Wow.
Let me prey on some chips, some Doritos, and then fucking Resident Evil 5. Let's do this. Hey, so, does anybody miss Oprah at all?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, we
Well, my mom does, and I only ever watched one episode of Oprah, and it always stick out in my head because it was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. Oprah had on her show, she had this Jamaican couple. It was like 5 years ago, and it'll always stick out in my head. She had this Jamaican couple on that for one reason or another they couldn't adopt a kid, or they couldn't have a child. Right? They couldn't conceive a child. Either the man's just came. This is fucking too distracting.
It's a great look.
Thank you.
This is my favorite look so far.
This is a great look. Yeah. You look like a nurse dressed up for a party. It's like after my nursing shift, I put on a tie. I went to the keg.
Yeah.
They couldn't have a child.
They couldn't have a child.
Yeah.
For one reason or another. Either her tree was unfruitful or he just came yogurt. I wasn't there, I didn't ask. But they did what any logical couple would do in that situation. They adopted a baby hippopotamus. I'm serious. That's why I remember this episode. They accommodated their house for it. They built like ramps all over their house. They dug a giant hole in the backyard and fed it with hose water. They fed it whole watermelons or midgets or whatever you feed a growing hippo. So anyways, the episode sticks out in my head because, fuck, this is so hot. Jesus Christ. Al, what the fuck have you done? So the reason why this episode sticks out in my head is because like, that episode happened 5 years ago. That couple has to be arguing over every insignificant thing because the strain of raising a hippo has to take a lot of toll on a relationship. Don't you agree? So I can see them. So I can picture this married couple arguing over the most insignificant shit, where like the dad's in the basement doing his taxes, and the wife comes down. She's like, Jermaine, Chris must be fast approaching. We must think about getting a gift for our boy. He's like, he's a fucking hippo. What the fuck do you get the hippopotamus for Christmas? I brush his big tooth every day. He's happy. All right. He doesn't play the Xbox. I got him. The fuck do you get a hippo? Don't you swear in front of our boy. He's a grown-ass hippo. Anything I can say to you, I can say in front of Mortimer. I've had enough of this relationship. I want a divorce. Oh, you want a divorce, eh? Well, I don't want to be a cliche single mother raising a hippopotamus on her own. I want shared custody. Well, I want full custody. You can't even cook. He's gonna be hungry all the time. Applause break while I take off this layer.
The joke keeps getting better, so if it keeps getting better, you're gonna have to put on the layers one by one.
And you're slowly turning the stage into a value village. You like that? Oh, great, thanks.
I already made enemies with the golden girl in the front row.
Oh, look at your arms! I knew
Oh,
it!
yeah. There's one thing. Oh, here we go. Basketball shorts. Oh, wow. You had long johns over your basketball shorts. And more basketball shorts.
4 pairs of underwear in those.
Wow.
I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks just in case I needed, like,
Wow.
a savior.
So many layers, but only 2 long jokes. I like it.
Yeah, the math's a little off, yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Al.
Oh, what?